Today I'm going to talk about the big dog, the crime dog, Christian Darrisaw, next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Now make sure you hit subscribe. Why? Why would you hit subscribe? Well, one of the reasons is you could be one of my first 1,000 subscribers. Yes, subscribe and you'd be my first 1,000. I'm at right now, at the time I recorded this, I'm at 945. I appreciate you guys. If it's first time, second time, or any time listening, I would wish you would subscribe. Be a part of this. Thank you so much for those of you who've been me from the beginning. Now, also, leave a comment. I always reply. And make sure you hit like. These are the things that make YouTube push our videos. Support independent media. It's where it's at on YouTube. Now, let's get started talking about the big dog, the crime dog, Christian Darrisaw. So let's get him up. All right. So Christian Darrisaw is getting a lot of pub, man. A lot of pub. And it's because he deserves it, man. A lot was said that, hey, he wasn't ready or whatever last year. And it's probably because he didn't practice. I forget what week 6, he came in and started off of 4 days of practice because he was finally cleared to play. So he had no off season, no preseason, no regular season, practices 4 times, and you're going to start at left tackle in the NFL. Who would want to be in that position? Well, with a full year, completely healthy, boom, this guy is having an amazing year. Some things to talk about. In week 5, Darrisaw scored a 90.2 pass blocking grade from PFF, the highest in his career. Darrisaw didn't allow a single pressure in 19 true pass sets. He also registered a respectable 73.5 run blocking grade. Through 5 games in 2022, Darrisaw is the highest graded player in Minnesota offense. His overall offensive grade is 82.5. It ranks him 3rd this year among 72 tackles. 3rd out of 72 tackles. Only Andrew Thomas of the Giants, 91.9. And now injured Chargers big man Rashawn Slater, 84.0, are listed in front of Darrisaw. He's right now ranked number 3, and out of the healthy players, number 2 in all of the NFL. So he is the 3rd best, if not the 2nd best, at his position in the world. That's the world, NFL. So there's a lot to say about this guy, man. A lot to say. Here's some interesting tidbits. The impact of this is a quote from O'Connell. The impact of a guy O'Connell believes on the collision course with being one of the premier left tackles in football cannot be understated. Cousins has been sacked just 8 times in 5 games. 15 starters, for perspective, have sacked 10 plus times already. 6 QBs, only 6 QBs, Tom Brady, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, and Jacoby Brissett have been sacked fewer times in as many games. This is amazing. Darrisaw allowed 2 quarterback hits and no sacks to date. He isn't just keeping Cousins clean, he's elevating the performance of his teammates and helping set a standard for emerging offense. It is amazing how well he's doing. Amazing how well he's doing. I did not. He was picked 23rd in the draft. The guy that was drafted ahead of him, Leatherwood, went to the Raiders, is not even in the league right now. He's amazing start, man. Amazing start. Ezra Cleveland, Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Brian O'Neill are holding down the fort to Darrisaw's right. Bradbury performance in particular has been revived. The subject of plenty of flack the last couple of seasons, Bradbury, the 18th overall pick in 2019, has responded with a career-best 72 pass blocking grade. Right? 72. Well, in context, From 2019 to 21, Bradbury compiled a 41.4, 38.8, and 43.7 scores in pass protection. I got a listener that constantly harps on Bradbury being a complete stud this whole time. Of course he wasn't. But it could be contributed to an offensive line scheme or coaching the past 3 years. So Bradbury is doing better. Is he going to, in his contract year, because we didn't renew his contract or his 5th-year option, could this be a big payday for Bradbury? But hey, we're talking about Darrisaw. He is elevated this team. Ezra Cleveland to his right is having an amazing year too. Big breakout year for him. Big breakout year for Bradbury. O'Neal is just a steady rock over on the right side, and then Ed Ingram shows flashes of what's going to be a great career. He just needs to clean some things up. Now, it was amazing. You know how I like Jordan Davis? I wanted him to draft him 12th overall, but we didn't. We traded down. Ed Ingram took that guy to town the other day. So I'm really happy about this future of this team. As a whole, Minnesota's offensive line is number 15 in the NFL in pass blocking via PFF, and the number 3 run blocking team. It's 77 overall offensive grade, checks in behind Cleveland, Philadelphia, Kansas City, and New England. That's good company. In 2021, the Vikings offense sat enviously outside of the top 10. So I don't know if we're in the top 10 yet, but we may have been after this Bears game. I would have to check. But hey, we're going to be up there. We're going to be up there at around the top 5. I've said we got a top 5 offense, especially because of this offensive line, man. Has the Minnesota Moving Company's back. That's one of my last videos. I got Christian Darrisaw, a 10-year, 12-year starter at left tackle, cornerstone of this offensive line for years and years to come. This is still a pretty young offensive line. They can play together for a while, man. I'm loving it, man. I am loving it. These guys are gonna. I'm expecting a huge day from Dalvin Cook in this game against Miami. Huge day. He's playing at home. That's his backyard where that stadium is. His high school in overflow games where they're expecting a huge crowd would play him where the Miami Dolphins played. That is where he lives. He's going to show out. And it's the reason being is because these guys are blocking for him. Christian Darrisaw is blocking for him. All these guys having a great year. And I think the turning point is this dude becoming best buddies with Christian Darrisaw. Yes, sir. Kirk Cousins wearing the Crime Dogs chain. He gave him the nickname. Why did he give him the nickname? Because his initials are CD, matches Crime Dog, and apparently he played first base in the Fred McGriff, who is called the Crime Dog. Got that moniker, was a first baseman. I think he's still 1 home run short of 500 and not in the Hall of Fame. He should be. And Christian Darrisaw, hopefully one day, will be in the Hall of Fame at left tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the day, the plane ride back from London, of where his career took off. Kirk Cousins, Christian Darrisaw, best friends. All right, that's it. I love talking about this. This is one of my favorite stories, the Minnesota Vikings this year. This is Minnesota Sports Talk, bringing you Skull World. I'm your host, Dave. Subscribe, be part of my 1,000. Like and comment. See you next time. Skull Vikings, cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Skol Vikes.